Welcome to the first day of English commentary of the fourth World Reach Championship. Only happens once every 3 years, so it's rare. And of course, if COVID happens, then it's even rarer, right?
Right.
Yeah, first time in Tokyo.
My absolute first time here.
Nice, very nice. First time in Tokyo?
No, I live in Tokyo.
You live in Tokyo, yes.
Yes.
So with you today, I'm Garth Nelson. I'm a member of the Japan Professional Mahjong League. This is, you might know him as Kurly, but this is Kyle. You represent. Who do you represent?
I represent the DC Riichi Mahjong Club in Washington, D.C.
Oh.
There you go. And also with me is a fellow JPML member, Kawakami
Hi.
Rei.
Yes,
Kawakami.
Rei Kawakami. Thank you. Thank you, girls. We are excited to watch the opening reception with all of our viewers. And I'm glad to hear. And I'm
Glad to be here?
to be here and involved in the very big tournament.
We're glad to have you,
Yeah.
and it's great to have another, English speaker.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Very nice. And I'm incredibly excited to be here. This is one of the most incredible Mahjong tournaments in the entire world, and I would not have missed it for anything.
Yes, except for the fact that we didn't qualify. Huh?
Well, that's why we're up here and the
Little-
players are over
right,
there.
Right. So yes, well, maybe we'll learn something as we watch. So it's a very special. What have we got coming up? We've got a very special taiko performance.
Ooh.
That's the big drums, right?
Yeah.
Do you ever play the drums?
No, I can't.
No, you can't. Actually, I play the drums for a festival in like near my house. In
Oh, really?
Nakameguro. Yes. I play the drums and the kids dance.
Oh, that's
It
cute.
is adorable. Yes.
Please, happy?
Yes.
You were
Happy.
Yeah.
And our group is called Pio Pio.
Pio Pio.
With like little chicks. But it's adorable, yes. So we've got taiko coming up. It'll be probably a lot better than whatever I do when,
Oh, yeah.
when I play. And then we'll be having announcements and talk by Gemma Sakamoto, president of the WRC. Following her, we'll have Shigekazu Moriyama. He is the president of our JPML.
JPML.
Oh, okay.
And for some reason, he's doing something called LOC.
Yes,
And
I don't know what
like-
that means.
Like, nobody has any idea what that means.
L-
LOC.
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 League
Read-
of
Reader.
League,
League.
Organizing Champion.
Champion.
The League of
The captain.
Champions.
League of Champions.
No
Like
matter
one of
what.
those phone games.
Yeah. Whatever it is, that's what we're calling it
All
now.
right. Moriyama representing the League of Champions. And Susumu Fujita, he is a representative director of Abema. That, of
Yes.
course, is the channel that plays the M League.
Oh, okay.
And Kasunori Kawabata, president of the Earth Corporation, one of the
Oh.
main sponsors for the tournament this time. I don't know if any of you may have caught our coverage of the qualifiers that people played into after they qualified for the first qualifier on Ronron. There were playoffs, and we actually did some commentating.
Yes, English commentary.
Right. You could see at the end there that Earth was heavily representing their products. So yes, thank you to Earth for sponsoring, along with a lot of other sponsors. But thank you, Earth, for sponsoring. We'll have an announcement from Kawabata-san and the WRC ambassador.
Ooh.
I'm not really sure. I don't understand what that is. A table tennis champion.
Yes.
His name is Jun Mizutani.
He loved Mahjong.
He loves
He loves
mahjong.
mahjong,
Okay,
yeah.
you
I
know
know.
who he is then.
Yes.
Oh, that's right,
Right,
because you
yeah.
play. Well, she plays tennis,
Yes,
so
tennis,
that
but-
she's
Ah,
obviously
Different
Table
from
tennis,
table
very
tennis,
it's
but
different. It's a different game,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
In America, the new wave is a tennis called pickleball. I don't know if you've
Pickleball?
heard of that.
I mean, I've heard of it. Like, how is it?
It's just smaller tennis.
Oh.
So,
and small court.
yeah, smaller
Oh.
court. Yeah, and that's basically it.
Is it basically a paddle?
Yeah,
or is
it's
it,
kind of a paddle. It's kind of a paddle. I've never played it myself,
Oh,
but
okay.
it's all the rage going on now.
is the ball basically a tennis ball?
I
or
think
is
it's
it
a smaller thing.
a smaller tennis
Yeah.
ball. Pickleball. Is it shaped like a pickle, so it like
It's
bounces
not.
weird?
I could not tell you why it's called pickleball. It just is.
Okay. Like the ball, you can never
Between-
guess like
Yeah.
which way it's gonna bounce. Like a boing.
It's like football in that sense.
Right.
Football American.
Okay, so that's who will be talking. And we didn't get Nathaniel up here, huh?
No, not yet.
Okay.
We do have some players on our list that we could bring up to interview, but they are schmoozing and mingling amongst each other, getting to know
Yes.
each other before they have to do battle out here.
Right. We had to totally pull ourselves away from schmoozing. We totally did not schmooze. As far as you all know, we were just down there making a couple meeting a couple old friends.
Yeah.
Right.
Some pleasant conversations. There are a lot of players that we know throughout the years, and some that we see a lot of times, some we haven't met in years.
Yeah. I ran into Mike. He was excited to have qualified because his main goal was to qualify this year so that he had played over a decade of WRCs. He said he just kind of missed getting into the Paris one, but he's been in the next 3 since then.
Yeah.
So it was cool to catch up with Mike.
Yeah, Mike McLeod, who is this time around representing Canada, I believe. He has been representing America for a while, has moved to Canada for his job, and now was able to qualify and represent through Canada.
See, yeah.
So it doesn't
Thank
matter where
you.
he goes, he is a very strong
yeah,
player.
He is strong, right? He was talking about it too. Like he said, it was still actually quite a challenge to get there. Like he was checking the standings, and he kept kind of getting up. Oh, I'm second, and then somebody else would go, oh no, and he's back down, and he's oh. So he did just finally make it by the skin of his teeth.
Yeah, it is definitely very interesting how each of the countries choose their representatives for WRC. I know America has a very different system from Canada, from many other the countries as
Oh,
well.
really?
And American team, Japanese too.
Yes. So yeah, I mean, do you know how a lot of the Japanese players were chosen? So I mean,
How many? How
so
many
basically
players?
anybody in
Oh,
M
yeah.
League had an
100?
invitation.
100?
100
About,
players from
yes,
Japan.
yes.
And like, is there a breakdown? Like, how did they decide which players could be were automatically qualified?
And qualifier and choose Hiekazu Moriyama.
So if you
Yes.
got a vote from him, then that was good
Yeah,
enough,
and
right?
Different from the organization of the.
So probably basically anybody in M's invited to join the tournament.
Yes, I think.
They didn't have to qualify in a qualifying. Okay. And so then probably also A League players in any of the major leagues like Renmei
Yeah, I
and
think so.
Saikoi-san. Okay. So yeah, Japan had some players that were seeded in, I guess, by
Yeah,
virtue
not
of their
qualifier.
awesome
I
position.
didn't need.
And then yes,
That's very different from how the United States of America did their qualifications. The United States has been growing very fast over the last few years.
really.
Yeah, there has been a lot of clubs all over the cities forming up. Not only my club, the DC Riichi Mahjong, but you have many others like Riichi Nomi in New York. You have Seattle. You have Lone Star, Texas. You have PML in over on the West Coast, California. And there are so many of you. If I did not name you there, I apologize. But you know who you are. You are out there. There's also Philadelphia. Has won. Chicago has won. At this point, over the last few years, almost every major city in America has a Riichi Mahjong club now.
Wow.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. So how we decided to do it for this year, for this tournament, was every club would be hosting their own tournament, and that would provide the players points depending on how well they did. And then those points would qualify them for one final weekend-long tournament. And that tournament determined who would be qualifying.
Interesting. Do you know how many players there are from America?
So we have 16 seats, but we don't have 16 players. There were a few other players that qualified through other means. One of them was the North American Open that happened, I believe it was August of last year. Where that was a seat that could be grabbed by anyone, a Japanese player.
Oh, so anybody could.
Anyone could have claimed it.
Okay.
An American player did qualify, and there was one other player, one of my club members, Dennis, was able to qualify through the WRL online league just a few months ago.
That's the new league that is representing. I mean, it's pro. They get the pro designation, but not necessarily living in Japan.
I think that's how it is. It was the series was players competed in a real life tournament, and then that qualified them for a online final that they competed in a few months ago.
Very nice.
And our club, we had 2 club members in the finals.
That's always nice to have one of your guys in the mix, right?
I'm very excited to see his performance because he's also a relatively new player. Only started playing a few years ago, and he's already on one of the biggest stages for Mahjong. It's great.
Well, so speaking of that, does anybody have any predictions? Well, look, we got Shiratori up there, and just before him they had the but just before them they had Tomotake and Narasan, previous winners from Las Vegas, and exactly right. So yes, they're getting some of the famous players up there on for interviews. Speaking of famous strong players, any predictions on who you think might win this time around?
I think Shiratori.
Shiratori.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I want him to show his strength as a Hooi, the top of JPML.
He is currently at the top of JPML. That's right. So your prediction, you think Shiratori is the guy? It's his year.
He will play the individual and team league too.
Oh,
So
okay.
from Team D, Japan Team D.
You know, I have to admit, I do not have any idea what the team competition is. That's happening tomorrow.
Yes.
How does the team competition work? You don't know either?
The team competition.
I know, right? We better hurry up and learn. Yeah, figure
Like
it out.
tournament or
I believe it is just a one-day event
Right.
for tomorrow, and they were predetermined teams. And I don't know what the prize is, or if it's just for glory.
Pride points.
Pride, exactly.
All right, so yes, Shiratori will be representing in the team league. How about for players from America? Obviously, you're rooting for your buddy, but if you were gonna pick a favorite, who do you think is your favorite from America or Canada? America and Canada, if you want to throw Mike in there too. Yeah.
So I do definitely want any of the American players to do well. But the player that I see the most is, of course, from my own club, Dustin Freeze, who is a staff member on DC Riichi Mahjong, and he plays a lot.
Oh, really?
He will go out of his way to travel to all of the tournaments all around the United States.
Wow.
And he's definitely one of our strongest players. I have high hopes for him.
All right, sounds exciting.
Another player that I would be on the lookout for is Bi-Chen Wang of PML, the Pacific Mahjong League.
Right.
He is the owner of that organization, has been around for a very long time, done a lot of good work to qualify, and he's definitely a player to look out for.
I have noticed that he is generally at the top of the American Reach Mahjong League. I actually just made it to the A1 League last season, but I've been dropped immediately out of it. So, weak. But I do always see Bishan I don't know if he's won ARML.
I don't know if he has.
But it's obviously also a very strong play to just remain in the A League.
Oh, yes.
Indefinitely. That's obviously strong play. But if I were going to pick my favorite, I think it's Sawazaki's year.
Sawazaki.
This is he's just one of those players that's always around at the end of a tournament. Like he's in the finals, he's in the semifinals, and he's just always there. And he's just so strong. I feel like it might be his year. I'm rooting for Sawazaki. Big fan of Sonic.
Oh, okay. That's one of the things that I'm most excited about coming here is to meeting all of these players for the first time. I do not have a good sense of the Mahjong scene outside of America.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, I'm in Japan. Lately, I don't have a really good sense of it in Japan lately. I know. What have I been? I've been playing too much poker or something. I don't know.
No.
Yeah, all right. Gotta go get back to my roots, my Mahjong roots,
Gotta
right?
come back home.
But yeah, this is your chance to meet a lot of the legends. Sawazaki's here. I saw Ito.
What's funny is I probably have met a lot of the legends, and I have no
You
idea
didn't
that.
know that. Yeah, you were just at the same table, but you didn't know it. Yeah, I saw Ito down there. Of course, Sasaki is a legendary M League player.
And new MA player.
Oh, this is one of the.
Mira and Kazuma Ishii. There was draft.
They were just drafted
Yes.
like this
Yesterday.
last week. Okay, yesterday. Wow, exciting! Congratulations to them. New M Leaguers. Oh, that's big clap for themselves. All right, who's coming up next? We got on the Japanese feed. We got Furuhashi and Erikawa, who we were just discussing. So, do you speak Japanese?
I can understand it a little bit.
Do you know how, like, for the subject of a sentence or the subject of a conversation, you say something wa,
Yes.
right?
私は
Yes, 私は
Kawakami
yes.
ですは
Her name is Erikawa. Like
Oh,
Kawa.
okay.
Kawa,
Erikawa.
right?
Yes.
See, right. But forever, I thought her name was Erika.
Oh.
And when people would say Erikawa,
Wow.
I always thought it was like
They're just
she was
always-
the subject of the sentence.
Everyone was just always talking
Right.
about her.
And then also like they would say Erikawa Puro. And so then I was always like, well, why do they always say like I wouldn't I wouldn't have known she was a pro. Like why do they keep saying it that way? It's so weird. And then finally, like the last, like seriously, a month or two ago, I was like, oh my god, her name is Erikawa. Pathetic.
Michael Erikawa. Erikawa is family.
She's a very famous announcer for a lot of the Mahjong games and events. And this is, I think, this is the French guy. I think I was trying to remember his name. I think his name is Constantine. I think he was on the final table along with from Ukraine.
Yes, I believe that is Ukraine.
She was,
Garthe.
It was-
I met him at the dojo.
Oh,
In
Ah.
Sugamo.
he was at the dojo.
Yeah, JPML.
I did encounter him there as well. From Ukraine, yes.
He was insane. He knocked me out of the semifinals. I could not compete with his attack.
He was definitely a very strong player. I only got one game against him, but that's all I needed
Yeah,
to know.
right. Yeah, Mr. Aggression. Yeah, I had nothing. I had nothing to combat him with. He was very strong. But yeah, also I can't quite remember her name. I think it might be Anastasia. But she also was on the final table. It was those two against Nara and I think not Fujiwara. Fujisaki, yeah. Fujisaki. Oh, it was right there, yes. Okay, yes, here we have the final. Okay, yes, this is
Oh, they brought them all together.
This is the final
The
table.
reunion.
I got it.
This is the final table of 3 years ago in Vienna.
2022.
Nara, the winner. Nara?
Yes, Nara.
Nara, the winner.
Keijun Nara.
Keijun Nara. The winner of the tournament in Vienna 3 years ago. And yeah, so that was the first time, I think that was the first time we had any non-Japanese players on the final table. And then suddenly half the final table was non-Japanese players. So it'll be interesting to see this time around how many can get there.
That is definitely something I am very excited to see this week for WRL, is to see how strong the global competition has gotten compared to Japan. I know in America, the players have gotten very strong.
I feel that lately, even just when I play on ARML, yeah, the competition is very different, I think, from what it was even just like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's been a lot of good cooperation between all the players as well. There are many communities within them, and they're all talking to each other. Anytime there's a difficult situation of, okay, what would I do in this situation? They would show a picture of their scenario, and they would get long discussions about what you would do in those scenarios. And I'm seeing this basically every day across all of the different communications.
So people are really trying to grow the community all together.
Yeah, people really want to show the strength that they have in this game, which is very exciting to see.
That's cool. Yeah, I always wonder. I mean, since I'm not really part of any administration here, I always wonder how much cooperation there really is between all of the groups here, and how much sort of competition there is to be. Let's keep our little part of the garden.
No, it's been very cooperative, especially lately. There is a group organization called ARA, the American Riichi Association, that is basically the grouping of all the clubs together. This past year, we've gone through a bit of reorganization to make sure that all of the clubs around the United States are represented, and their voices are heard on how we want the scene to grow. That is, we use that to help determine how we want to do qualifications for WRPM and many other subjects.
Very nice.
We also share a lot of information of how do we teach new players how to play as well. Because opportunities to teach new players and how you should teach them, especially in a game that is not very native to the area.
Right.
Everyone has a lot of different ideas of how to do it.
You don't people don't have a base to work with when they come to Mahjong. It's not like it's something you sort of played a little bit as a kid.
Exactly.
And so yeah, especially in Japan, most people sort of have an idea how to play Mahjong from an early
We
age,
have
right?
many videos and books.
But I mean, even as young people, a lot of families play donjara,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
It's Doraemon.
Oh, Doraemon, yeah.
Donjara is like the Doraemon version of
Oh, I have seen that.
Mahjong, right? It's not exactly Mahjong, but it's the basic idea of Mahjong.
Yeah.
And so if you can play donjara, you can kind of play Mahjong. And so everybody sort of has that base
Yeah.
right off the bat, right? But in America, like you say, how do you present the game so that people can it's accessible right away?
Yeah, I would equate it to playing cards in America of games like poker, blackjack, and any other games that use the 52 card deck. Many kids growing up play games with that, and so they're able to transition into other games. You don't have that with Mahjong. It's a very different set of tools to be
Right.
used for it.
Yes.
The one card game that I feel like you can sort of use to compare is, Gin Rummy or
Yes.
Rummy. It is kind of that game, just with. Yeah, have you ever played a game called Rummy or Gin Rummy?
No, I don't.
It's an American card game that
Yeah.
most people kind of know, and it's a lot like Mahjong. You're trying to make runs of 3 or groups of
Oh,
3
very
or 4, right?
nice.
Yeah.
So it's basically the same idea. It's just that in Mahjong, you have to have certain combinations, right?
Yeah, and that is actually one of the examples that we use for people who are just about to start to play. We ask them, have they played poker or gym run?
Oh, okay.
Either of
There you
those.
go.
And then we can kind of base our teachings on that, because there are similarities between the two.
Very nice. Oops, so we've got
Yeah, new Emily got to again.
she's she's been
She
on
was in
she's been an M leaguer for how long? She's been
Yes, yes.
before, yeah.
before.
Okay. And Nakata Kana.
Kana and Kozue Miyaguchi.
Kozue and Nakata are not M leaguers, right? Okay. So right now the only M leaguer up there is Ryo Tojo, and it looks like we're gonna get the
Oh.
drum action. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh,
They put on their costumes.
oh,
Yes.
the event will start at 6.
Oh, just like they promised.
Right on time.
Oh,
Yeah, they have a little bit more style than I do when I play the drums. The drums are a little bigger than mine. Mine is old Daiko, but it's not that.
Old
It's not that old. That is a
Old-
big old Daiko.
Old Daiko, big.
Old
Not
Daiko.
old.
It's I know, yeah. If I throw that right in the middle of the English,
Yes.
it's hard to understand what I'm
Japanese,
saying.
okay.
We had to get Jen's password to get back into her computer. I called her. She was sitting right next to
Oh
me.
yeah.
Waritaka
Really
near
loud.
here.
Another M leaguer.
POS?
Another M leaguer, yes. M leaguers.
Ah, so
Yeah.
cute. Yahoo,
You can't
senpai.
Oh, that's right. It's so funny. Like for you, yes, everybody is senpai, huh? Do you know the word senpai?
Yes, it
You
means
learn
like.
from an anime.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So my Japanese, I studied it in high school for 1 year, and then I studied it again in college for basically the same level. And then over I'm aging myself, over the next like 10 years or so, through anime and just other media, I've absorbed it. And in preparation for coming here, I did a little bit more studying. So I'm very good. I'm okay at listening to it and getting a sense of what's being said. I am fumbling through conversations.
Yeah, but I have the same issue. But so getting back to anime, you're interested in anime. That's probably also where you first encountered Mahjong?
Yes, actually, through Akagi.
Akagi, yes. It does seem to be a fairly familiar pattern for a lot of players. All right. 2/3 of the drummers have taken off to get other drums. Okay. Oh, they got.
Oh,
So, are you familiar with this kind of drumming? Do you know, like,
this?
yeah, like, how are these drums different from those? Besides the fact, I guess, that they wear them.
I don't know at all, and I don't know the names of anything.
Odaiko and Kodaiko. Smaller? Smaller?
So yeah, well, at least in our group we have old Daiko and then Shime Daiko.
Ah,
Shime is the
Shimedaiko.
little smaller ones, but they're much smaller than the ones that they have. I don't know if those are Shime Daiko or not.
Play with
No, not bongos. No, yeah, they but smaller sticks, yeah. Shime Daiko uses smaller sticks. These guys have smaller sticks too than
yes.
this guy did for the
Yeah.
big one. They're kind of jacked, right?
I imagine you have to be.
Right? Maybe that's why I don't get invited to play for the more pro groups. Gotta work out a little harder. I know they're getting some audience participation out there.
I'm feeling Japan.
Yeah. This is very Japan, right?
Yeah, tradition.
All right, the crowd breaking out their Japanese.
Getting everyone all nice and loosened up for the week.
So you did play in a qualifier.
I did, but I did not do well in it. There was one instance where I comboed 2 hands in a row.
Oh, well, that's gonna set you back. a few
It
points.
definitely did. But I did run one of the qualifiers, the DC Riichi Mahjong Open, and I didn't play in that one. I was logistics guy, making sure that everything was up and running.
So you've had
for
a hand
everyone.
in making this tournament what it has become.
A little bit, yes. Some of the players here got enough points through our tournament series and are now here that. So
Very nice.
I would say I had a small hand in it.
Very nice. Well done. You also played in the online qualifiers
Yes,
on
online.
Mingling. How did you do? Did you get close?
No.
No, not close at all. Well, you did better than I did. I didn't play at all.
Yeah, I heard that. So.
Whoops. I was a little bit.
Why?
I was a little bit. Word in English.
Amagatta, so amagatta.
I thought, oh, you know, if I'm in Fight Club, they're just going to throw us all Fight Club because I'm there.
Oh, automatically invited.
Yeah, nope, not this time. I guess in the past it's been that way because people had to travel. Not as many Japanese players were willing to make the trip. So then it was just like, okay, all Fight Club players.
Right.
But this time everybody's here. They're like, all right, I want in.
Yeah, the competition is a lot fiercer this time around.
There was a lot of competition to get into this tournament.
Just look at how many players are here for this tournament.
It is 240.
Yes,
I thought it was 256.
56, yes.
256. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
4
We have
tables are there.
a power of 2. Yes.
Yeah.
That makes sense, right?
Famous players here.
Do they get drummers? You think that do play mahjong? Like, are they?
I want to
They have
hear
a sense for the game. Yeah. They're gonna tell us what their favorite tile is, or yaku.
Do you have a favorite tile?
Favorite tile? Well, you know. Hakujin, right?
Ah.
Also,
Ah, you
also,
know,
it's the easiest one to you
Yeah,
feel like you're like, oh,
yeah,
I know that
feel
one.
it.
Yeah. So that's probably simple answer on that one. Yeah. How about you? You have a favorite tile?
My personal favorite is the
Oh.
Yeah.
East. Right, because in America you want to go east to play mahjong,
Exactly.
right? How about any favorite
My
tiles?
favorite tile is Sanso Bamboo 3.
3 of bamboos.
You're one of the Sanso
Right.
enjoyers. There are many in America who love Sanso.
There's a whole
why?
club
Why?
or like cult. There's a cult of Sanso. Yeah, right. I don't get it.
I
either.
don't know either. It
This
just is.
Jen is a little bit more. She knows more about all the Sanso fans.
The
And
mythology.
there's a group of people that definitely think, oh yes, in all situations, Sanso. Like if you have a choice, if you have a choice between this or Sanso, Sanso.
Oh,
Yeah, you're a little bit.
But I
American.
have a reason.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I won the tournament, the big tournament with Sanso.
Really?
Yes.
Which tournament was
The
that?
final game.
The final game?
Yes.
That was the final
I
hand.
decided.
You
yeah.
came from behind to get the top score
Yes.
on that hand with Sanso.
With Sanso.
What was the hand?
And half flush
Half flush with
Ah.
Sanso.
with double now.
Double
Yeah, south.
double south,
Double
half
south.
flush,
And half flush.
and
with
sumo.
and Baima hand.
Baima.
Ooh.
And I won the tournament.
So before that hand, somebody else kind of thought that they were about to win the game, and then you stole the victory from them with that draw.
Yes.
Like they were probably pretty far in the lead, and you needed that big score to change places.
Yes, but I don't need the Baima hand.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ah.
how
But
many
it's
points did you
become-
really
yeah.
need? How many points? Do you remember how many points you really needed? Only 2,000.
Only 2,000.
So,
So I was double now. Yeah, okay.
double down was
Double
enough.
down, yes.
Okay, yeah.
So that,
Very nice.
that's enough.
What tournament was that?
Yukan Fuji High. Now Sanken Shimbun Shanghai called women's tournament.
That's kind of a big deal, right? That's not just a renmate. That's women from all around,
Yes.
like all of the leagues.
Wow.
Are competing there, right?
And the players is
220.
Yeah.
So in that game, were you representing a team there, or was that an
yes.
individual?
And
Oh.
both.
Oh, both.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. For that game, was that you winning the entire thing as an individual, or that game you won for your team?
Individual.
That was the individual
Yes,
event.
yes.
Okay.
That's big title for me.
That's a big title for anybody.
Oh yeah,
I think-
absolutely.
Yeah, yes.
Good
So I
job.
won that.
So then
with
that's why
Sanso.
Sanso. That's
So I
all
love
right.
Sanso.
That's a good story. Yeah, I need to win something big so that I have a tile.
And it looks like we're gonna have Jen up here, and I don't know who is the other person?
Misaki Hayashi from
Misaki Hayashi.
JPML and announcer of Terebi Asahi. She's professional Mahjong player too.
She's in our league.
Oh wow.
I guess she's not in the E leagues, so that's why I haven't. Oh no!
Oh.
What happened to our feed?
It looks.
Come back.
Yep. It looks like we lost the main feed a little bit.
Are they not really?
Yeah, it looks like they know that they lost the feed as well. So I'm sure the people
Everybody's-
behind the scenes are going to get that fixed, and we'll get brought back to that in one moment.
The mic is dead too. I guess
I
we'll
don't
take this
know.
opportunity for a little Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
It's Mountain Dew,
Yeah.
as far as anybody knows.
Really?
I see the can right there.
Right? It's
Can I taste it?
Yeah. No problem. It might be a little bit different from the Mountain Dew you remember, but yeah, it's Mountain Dew.
So while we wait, I have another question about favorite tiles.
Oh,
If
okay.
you see that someone has a tile with them while they are playing, do you fear that tile more?
I mean, like if they have it on a necklace?
Or a necklace or like a hair tie or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
If they have an e-peen, do you think, oh, that's their tile. They're going to
They're
be waiting on
aiming
it.
for that
Yeah.
tile. That's interesting. That's an interesting idea. The thing is, I am so unobservant. I probably just don't notice that they're like trying to. They're telegraphing that information, and I'm just not picking up on it at all. But yeah, I guess if I did notice, I would probably think that. Yeah. Speaking of that, my wife made a shirt for me with our dog on it and Chun.
Oh. Is that the name?
No, his name is actually Scooby. But yes, he does have Chun as the tile that he's drawing. So
If you need that.
yes, it's just my shirt and put it on the table. So Jen busting out her talents as a dojitsu interpreter, real-time interpreting. How do you say that in English?
Real-time interpreting.
I know, right? That is. Have you ever? Well, yeah. You're still working on your Japanese. I've been thrown into that in a couple situations, and it's just always like, oh my god, why does anybody think I can do this? It's really.
That's so difficult.
It's really hard. I mean, people really go to. Hey, there's Gemma.
That's someone I know.
I've not seen Gemma yet. I've heard she messaged last week that she's been in town, but she's been staying with family far out of town, actually. So haven't had a chance to see Gemma yet.
Yeah, today, this is the first time I've actually met her in person.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes, she used to hang out in Tokyo a lot more. I used to drink a lot of Mountain Dew with Gemma.
A lot of Mountain Dew.
Two very, very large Mountain Dew fans. Me and Gemma. Oh, the feed keeps cutting out. It looks like she's still talking up there, so the event goes on without us.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
the event here, they making a speech out for all the players out in the reception there, all 256.
I guess, I mean, not to throw shade on Gemma's talk, but as long as we get it up in time so that we understand what in the world LOC is. 'Cause
Yes,
that's
I don't know.
here it is in our notes, and we're like, what in the world?
LOC greeting
What's
by
he reading?
Shigekazu Moriyama,
That's
President
yes,
of Japan National Mahjong League.
our president, our Kaicho, but
Yes.
there's nothing LOC in our league.
I heard first time.
Yeah, right?
Oh, it
No
even
idea.
says in the notes, what is this?
Jen,
We're
even
back.
Jen doesn't know. Oh, Jen is translating in both directions.
Yes.
That's even harder too. Like a lot of times you'll have just a translator that will go, all right, so just Japanese to English.
to
Yeah.
English,
Just
yes.
translate it
She's
to this
going
guy.
both
To
ways.
do both of them in like, oh god, it's just can't do it.
We don't have ideas. Same word. 懐かしい.
Oh
We don't
yeah.
have the word
Yeah, there's a
in
lot of words
English.
like that too, right? So like,
Yes.
especially words like that, you've got to just already have decided beforehand. Okay, what am I going to say for natsukashi? Well, it's not really nostalgia, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
it generally gets translated as nostalgia or nostalgia.
The little difference.
So you just get, yeah, you got to decide, well, I'm not going to be able to make a perfect translation here without giving a whole explanation. We're just going to go with nostalgia.
I'm looking for the near words.
Right? If you had to translate bimyo,
So 微妙.
right? That's just impossible. Especially given the fact that, I mean, the way people use bimyo, it's just used in so many situations that it would be.
For your best, I have no idea what bimio means.
Oh.
So what is it?
It means just right in the middle.
Oh, okay.
Not really this way and not really that way. But the way it ends up getting used so much, I mean, a lot of times it just kind of means whatever. Like you say, oh, what do you want? You know,
It's very convenient.
yeah, it's a very, very
Japanese,
convenient.
in
Yes,
Japanese.
it's a good escape word. You can just sort of get out of.
Like やばい.
Yabai, another good one. Yabai really
For
means.
good and bad.
Yeah,
Both.
but
So it's the what's for dinner? I don't know response.
uh,
Or what do you want for dinner?
oh yes, exactly.
Your dedication is what's laid the stepping stones for us to bring the game back finally to Japan.
Do you know if Gemma is playing this time around?
Ain't no way she's playing.
Oh, okay.
There,
she's-
she is putting so much work into running and organizing the
Oh,
event.
okay.
I
Wouldn't
would
have
be,
been any
I
time
would
to
be
qualify?
astounded and thoroughly impressed if she actually was playing.
Japan's rich mahjong.
If she is, she's a superhuman.
Right. Yes. I do realize, yes, it is a lot of work to put this together. And she is the president of the whole organization. So yes, lots of work and a lot of credit has to go to Gemma for getting this all together.
Having run my own Mahjong tournament, just that in and of itself was so much time and energy and so much work, but it was nothing at this scale.
Oh yeah, this is a big deal. All right.
Unfortunately, the feed keeps cutting in and out, so we will do our best to switch it over when it comes back.
Why that keeps happening?
Well, if there is a time for it to happen, the day zero reception is to do it. This is
So,
where we're
yes,
working out all the kinks.
Right, and yes, we haven't seen anybody win or lose yet. So yeah, none of the really momentous stuff has happened yet. We got to see the drum show,
Yeah.
so that was cool.
And I do believe that stage and also the Mahjong tables on that stage are going to be where the players who are being streamed are going to be playing.
Oh, okay, yes, I do see the cameras lined up on those tables.
Yes.
There are 2 tables on the stage there. So I guess a couple of the games
Yeah.
will be 2 of the games will be streamed at a time.
Like Emily.
M-League plays 2 tables at a time.
No, but the camera setting there.
I mean, yes, of course, I knew that because I watch M-League all the time.
Really? Really?
Busted! Whoops!
And I have a player list for my mentoring.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
There's Gemma.
She's
Yes,
playing?
she's
Is she
playing.
actually playing?
Yes.
Holy bagoli. Way to go, Gemma. Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, because I think Jen wanted to have her commentating when she could, but there's no
and
possibility.
then she qualified.
Yeah, there's no possibility of her commentating until, after at least until the tournament round. If she qualifies for that, we might not get her up here at all.
I've been definitely keeping my mouth shut to the American players about, well, maybe if you don't do well, you can come up on commentary. But I'm not telling them that at all. I don't want to put that curse on them.
Oh yeah, the curse. But I mean, commentary too. It's not. Boy, it's been quite a learning curve for me. It is not as easy as it feels.
No.
You know that Rei. Do you like to be so on Discord? You use the name Rachel. In English, do you like to be called Rei or Rei?
Rei.
Okay, Rei. She's also an announcer for JPML.
Oh.
For example, you said A2.
A2.
You're she's announcing. And we were just going over how the roles in commentating are much more defined, I think, in Japanese.
Yes.
Like in English, we kind of just, people just do all of it.
It's a bit of a back and forth, yes. The commentary styles for English are definitely a little bit more fluid. You do get some commentators who want to focus more on the the analytics of the game, while other players just want to be the play-by-play and just talk about the very exciting moments.
Like Tetsuya Hiyoshi?
Yeah. Yes. He announces for M League.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Yes, he does get pretty excited, doesn't he? Oh, here we have President. We can finally understand what LOC is.
LOC now?
今回はですね、本当にいろんな、会社の方にスポンサーとしていただきまして、本当にありがとうございました。いやもう最後にまたお礼を言いたいと思いますけれども、この大会はですね、2014年、フランスのパリから始まったと。
First one in Paris.
2017年は、アメリカ・ラスベガス。そして2022年、コロナ禍でしたけども、オーストリアのウィーンで開催できました。
世界の病。
You can see his name up there, Shigekazu Moriyama is the executive director of this event, but really it's a dream that has been in the work for years and years and years. Finally, it's back here in Tokyo, and I'd like to say a few words as the organizer. Of course, we started in 2014 in Paris, next 2017 in Las Vegas in the US, and then 2022 in Vienna, Austria. And thanks to all the sponsors, all the events have been a great success.
最初のですね、太鼓の音が頭に響いたんですよ。みんな忘れちゃって。
The drums are so loud they made me forget what I was going to say.
Yes.
ジェンさんとも打ち合わせしてたんですけど、そう途中で区切る話になってたんですよ。
We did discuss that he was going to stop talking after 50
Everybody
minutes.
wants a tournament, LOC, or 世界の大の。We want to get we want to call 世界の like 世界の川上。
世界のガス.
So yes.
Someday, maybe we can get there. Not this year.
Not this year.
Yeah.
Once we failed.
This year.
You didn't.
Yeah, I didn't even try. Yeah, this year we're boost no gasu, boost no.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Not world. Or not.
Oh, yeah, we're
That's
up there.
not
Yeah.
large.
We are up here doing the commentary while the players are out there who are actually good at the game playing.
Booth no Kurly.
But I'm glad to be here.
It is fun, right? It's great to hang out and have good conversation with other good players, and we can dream of someday being on the stage ourselves.
Well, I do love watching Mahjong because being able to see all four perspectives and see how the flow of the game goes depending on what players discard what when, and you get to see that fighting than just only seeing one perspective.
It does, yeah. I mean, to have the perspective of all the players at the same time and know, oh, that guy is dreaming of that hand, except there's no way that's going to happen with what's going on over here. And then to see all of that interaction and know, yeah, it is very exciting, isn't it?
We can't do that during playing Mahjong.
Yeah. My favorites are when players have the dangerous tile in hand or could push, and then you decide to fold at the exact moment, and you get to see that. It's always amazing to watch.
Right? Yeah. Like when they choose, they were pushing, and finally that tile, they're like, oh, what? All right, I give up now. Ooh, wow.
That was the
How did
exact
he
one.
know?
That's called bitadome in Japanese.
Beat.
Bitadome.
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 Bita, like what is bita?
Is just. Bita is just.
Uh,
And dome is means
stop.
stop. Stop.
Just stop.
Dome. All right. There's your lesson, Japanese
go.
lesson.
Oh, I'm learning
for
so much
everybody.
here.
Yeah, right. Me too. I never heard that before. Bita dome.
We have a brand new event. First time ever we're going to have the international
Look like a
teams
genius.
event. And there's 40 international teams.
Actually, I'm not sure how useful that'll be for me specifically.
We don't stop.
It's not a lot of me doing bita dome, but when somebody else does it, I'll call it out.
We are just foot on the gas
Yeah.
pedal.
これもですね、今までは日本が3連覇してるんです。
And we have from the 3rd to the 6th is going to be the individual and of course all 3 of the previous champions have been Japanese players.
しかしですね、海外のレベルも本当に上がっていると思いますので、皆様ぜひ頑張っていただきたいと思います。
But the international level has increased so much that we're looking forward to the possibility of maybe getting
When we stopped talking.
That's another problem for translating is you never know when is he going to give me a break so that I can translate something. And sometimes they just talk for like a minute and they're like, oh my god,
I have to catch up on all
to
that.
write everything down so that I can try to remember.
I'm always impressed by how well translators can do that.
And finally, I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for all of your hard work and cooperation.
そういうことをつけてもらえたら本当に
Have we gotten any clue yet about what LOC means?
I'm sure it came up
Right? We totally
while
missed
we
it.
were yapping.
While we were yapping.
We can't find that.
Yeah, I didn't see it up there with his name. So yes, we liked the sound of our voices more than we wanted to know what
Guys,
LOC
can you
meant.
like keep it down a little because I can't hear them for interpreting. Everyone who makes it so I can't hear for the interpreting is gonna get a chombo.
Jen asking where her snare is.
She's have her own personal drum to quiet the crowd.
We're now going to hear from the manager of the Japanese national player, Mahjong player. He's also the Mingling chairman, Susumu Fujita.
Abima.
He's basically the creator of Mingling, right?
Yes.
My name is Fujita and I'm manager of the Japanese representatives.
8年前に M リーグを立ち上げたときに、
It's been going for 8 years
種
already.
目にビジョンに掲げました。
Right,
When
from-
I started M League 8 years ago, my vision was really to make Mahjong an Olympic sport.
that year?
Same as yes.
Same year as M League
wow.
started?
Emily. Yes.
世界最高の頭脳
Were you inspired by M League to start playing Mahjong? Or-
No, from my father.
Huh? Okay. Was it something that your family played a lot as a group, or like did you just start
But I knew and remembered
then?
that
With
Mahjong is
game?
definitely the best sport in the world.
You played like PlayStation,
Like that.
that kind. That's how I started too.
Oh, really?
So I wanted
PlayStation.
to make it a really major event on
Played
a
for
worldwide
a
level
couple
and
months.
be the
Put
best
the
Mahjong here.
Yaku up on the wall, and then after 2 months, I was like, all right, Kabukicho.
Oh,
I,
Bit crazy.
wow.
I also
What was it?
started. I also started with a video game. I watched Akagi, but that was many years ago, and I didn't. I watched it and then just forgot about it.
Oh.
And then I played Yakuza 0 for the first time, which is a video game where you can play a bunch of mini games. One of them being Mahjong. Yeah, and so when I got there, I was, I can finally play this Akagi game. I literally called it the Akagi game.
Oh, 'cause-
Yeah, so I can finally play it. And I proceeded to only do that for a week straight. I was hooked. And
Nice.
then it's because it's a single player game, you're only playing against computers. I got to the advanced table and they were winning, the computers were winning like first row manga on hand very regularly. So I was like, I don't know if they're cheating or not.
right.
So I gotta go fight, I gotta go play some real players
It's
now.
the Yakuza, I guess. Yeah. So
Yeah,
if you're up against the
exactly.
Yakuza.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, can we even see
It's-
on the other feed? Yeah, that's one of those words that you can't. It's like it's on the wall, right? That we can't say that, right? Yeah,
Well, it's the name of a video game in America. So we're just saying the title of the game.
Right. See how professional she is? She did not repeat what she said. She's like, I'm just going to sit over here and not say the bad word.
I have been in now. Oh no.
What do I do?
Yeah,
The foreigners said the bad word.
in front of the broadcasting.
I know, right? You're like, all right, getting to the sponsor of one of the bigger sponsors of the tournament.
Main sponsor?
はい、皆さんこんばんは。ただいまご紹介いただきました出演の川端克典でございます。
My name is Katsunori Kawabata, just since they introduced me.
まずは、今年のですね、WRPM の世界マージャンがです
You
ね、
have new M-League
各
team?
世代に、
Oh, really?
Yes, next year.
Next year. All right,
を申し上げたいと思います。
us,
Us,
the three of us.
You gotta
right?
get the
Like,
commentary
yeah,
team.
yeah.
There was draft yesterday.
Right. Their
And
team was
just for
already.
players,
Oh,
yes.
okay. Oh, the
And
Earth.
they are here.
Oh, okay. So we missed our chance.
Yes.
There
Next
is
year.
for
Next year.
They missed their chance for us.
for this year's World Riichi Online Team League.
Ah,
That's going to be starting up this week, I believe. There was talks of some of the commentary players wanting to get on their own team.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so like Nathaniel, I think Jen was interested in joining it, and a couple of other of the English rebroadcasting players wanted to start up their own commentary team.
Yeah, I have not actually found a team yet. Jen, I was on Jen's team for the Samba, but I didn't play all my games. She was pretty upset.
Oh, I actually played. I played in the WRL team league last year. I played against you in my very first.
Oh,
game.
really?
Yeah. You kicked my butt.
Yeah, I had a great start to that league, and then I just like seriously, my first 10 games, I think I had like 300 or 400 points in 10 games. It was really ridiculous. But then I just crashed and burned after that. So whoops.
I have some absolute heartbreaker moments during that team league. The pros are just so strong. It's,
There is that, yes. And you know, it's also surprising too. And some of the non-pros, like you know, you can make kind of questionable moves sometimes that are just strong, and you when people win with it, you're just like, what? That's what I lost to. But yeah, you know, that's what strong moves are. They're sometimes they're a little bit of a mystery.
the other hobby that I like doing is fighting games. So, yeah, so yeah,
Mortal Kombat.
yeah,
or-
like Street Fighter, Katakage, and the idea of something very early on might be like good in the beginning, but then as you get higher up, it becomes bad. But then as you get even higher up, it becomes good again. It becomes the circle.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
the circle of options.
Interesting.
Exciting and really happy to be here.
that's World Team
World Reach
World Reach
Online.
Online
Team.
Team League.
Waffle. Yes, we always like we always like we don't want to say all the words, so we just kind of throw the letters together. So yeah, it's usually pronounced raffle. Raffle. Yeah, I don't think.
But that's a big chance to play with the pro.
That is a good chance. Yes, a good opportunity. Do you have a team yet for this year?
Yes.
Oh,
This year too.
very nice. Who's on your team? Anybody we know?
Yeah, I know.
No. Oh, okay.
Because, yes.
It's a big secret.
No. But next year we finished, I think so 10th.
Last
Oh, wow.
year.
Yes.
Last year.
Last year.
That was the 4-player.
Kampai!
Oh, combined now.
Oh, okay. Mountain Dew time. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I finished my Mountain Dew before we started.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
know we'd be doing Kampai. Though it's probably, I should have assumed there will always be a Kampai.
Right. Yeah. It's that time of day. Right? It's Kampai. The
It's
hour of
Kampai. It's Kampai o'clock.
会場内でお楽しみください。この後は30分後より再びステージプログラムを再開いたします。We'd like to give everyone some time to chat and get to know each
Free talk time.
other. Please feel free
chance to mingle.
Should we rejoin? You know, did you know that there was a dress code?
Yes.
Yes.
See, I guess I'm the only person that doesn't
Where
read.
were you?
Yeah, right. And so like I get down there and Mike is like, "Oh, dude,
Yeah.
did you not know there were rules?" I'm like, no, I didn't. So yeah, maybe I should go put on some clogs if we're gonna go mingle.
Yeah, some of the American players in our group chat, they were not prepared for this level of dress, so they had to run out and get stuff.
Oh,
like
no.
2 days.
Oh.
Yeah,
Had to go shopping in,
Yes.
There are many shops around here.
around here. Oh yeah, but this is certainly not the cheaper part of town. Ginza,
So
right?
you can buy.
I actually,
yeah.
I did bring pants. I just, yes, they're in my bag. Yes. Yeah. All right. I guess I have to pull them. If we're gonna mingle, should we take a little break and go talk to some of the players?
I think we will. I
Alright.
think the stream is tired of our yapping for now.
And maybe if we get lucky, we can drag one of the players back up here to talk to on stream.
Yeah, let's see if we can rope someone in.
Is that Fuji?
No,
somebody
no.
else. Okay. Not sure who they're talking to. Yeah, no, it was a little in her head. Not him. Oops. Okay, so should we take a little break?
I think we will.
All right, and we'll be back in say 20-25 minutes. That sound good?
Yep, that sounds good. We're gonna
Alright.
leave the stream, the main stream, open, available for all of you guys. But before we do, we'll give you a nice little wave. Thank you for joining us on this reception stream.
See you in a few minutes.
See you in a little bit.
All right. So the
じゃあ LINE 交換して送ってやって
I will ask. Thank you. ありがとうございます。What's up?
古橋さんがいなくなっちゃったことに関しては、これ映ってたりするの？そんなことあります？英語版でエリーが映っている。私？エリーセンター？あ、私がセンター？はーい。私センター。
あれ、渡辺幸四郎だ。
そうです。はい、というわけで再開しました。ちょっとマイクの都合で真ん中で大変申し訳ありませんが、
いいよ。
またもや素敵な選手たちに来ていただきました。はい。
入ったの？私、いつこう、ホーム。
なんと古橋隆さんはですね、今日はですね、ちょっとお家に帰られましたので、ここからは私とあと皆さんで一緒に盛り上げていただければと思いますが、
めチャンネル。
はい。まずは日本プロ麻雀連盟、そして好み麻雀ファイトクラブから高宮真理選手、そして菅原弘恵選手に来ていただきました。じゃあマイクどうぞ。
はい。これは、なんだろうか。
まずは世界麻雀、始まりましたね。
始まりましたね。始まりましたね。ホールのレセプションで結構ね、皆さんと海外の皆さんとも今お話とかね、してすごくなんですかね、皆さん喜んでくださってて、はい、すごく嬉しいなと思ってます。ね、この各番号が書いてあるんですけど、それを見て当たらないねなんて言ったり、まだね今のところ私と同卓の選手の方お会いしてないんですけど、はい、どんな方と当たるのか楽しみたいと思います。はい。
見つけるのもちょっと楽しそうですね。
すごく本当にたくさんの方いらっしゃってるのでね、見つかるかな。私が51番ね。
話しかけられたりはもうしました？
結構皆さん日本語話せる方も多くって結構いろいろ「こんにちは」とか「エムリックます」って方とか、なんかさっきはねポーランドからいらっしゃったオルガさんと、そうしばらく3人でお話ししてたんで、
あ、そっか、並んでた、さっきいましたね。
でもね、そしたら同じポーランドの選手の方、日本の方いらっしゃったんですけど、ひろえちゃんが日本語お上手ですねって話しかけてた。日本語お上手ですねって言ったら日本人でした。
はい、さあそして菅原選手も。
はい、そうですね。私、マリシャンもね言ってたと思うんですけど、ウィーンとか前々回とかのラスベガスとかのWRC でお会いした方とかにもちらほらお会いできて、すごくハッピーな気持ちになっております。
今までの中で今回は何回目のこうですね。何回目の出場になりましたか？
私第1回のパリは行けてないので、ラスベガス、ウ ウィーン、そして日本と東京と第3回目の出場になるんですけれども、その合間の予選大会とか行われた予選大会とかでお会いした方とかもお会いできたりとかして、すごく嬉しいなと思います。あとね、さっきね、帽子、あそこに見える帽子かぶってる方がカメラ外ですいませんけど、前回のウィーンですごく上位まで行ってらして、私レポートも担当してたので、ラスベガスの時かな、なんか上位に過去行かれてた方とかも見受けられて、多分ウクライナとか、なんかどこだっけな、北の方のヨーロッパの北の方の選手とかもお見受けできたりとかもそうですし、はい、押田さんももちろん、その日本人選手もねすごく豪華ですし、はい、新 M リーガーになった4人もさっきまでそこにいましたね。はい、そうなんです、そう、アースジェッツのメンバーとかもそうですし、M リーガーもいっぱいいたし、いろんな交流をこれからしていきたいと思います。日本の皆さん乾杯
じゃあせっかくなので戦いに向けて2人とも一言ずつ意気込みの方をお願いします。
はい、私は明日は、世界、団体戦のパブリック、そちらも皆さんと一緒に盛り上がって、その後個人戦で出場させていただくんですけど、まずは、日にちをね、1日目、2日目、3日目と出場できるように頑張りたいと思います。はい、頑張ります。
はい、10戦ですね。
はい、そうですね、同じく個人戦、WRC 世界麻雀東京の3日目から私は参戦することとなるんですが、どんどん随時勝ち上がって勝ち残って、世界のトップになれるように一生懸命頑張っていきたいと思いますので、どうぞ応援よろしくお願いします。ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございます。世界の、はい、いらっしゃいましたかね。世界の〇〇目指して頑張ってください。ありがとうございました。バイバーイ。足元気をつけて。はーい。じゃあ海外選手にも聞いてきたって、はーい。さあいらっしゃいました。まだまだ華やかなメンバーが続きます。日本プロ麻雀連盟より山脇千文選手、そして中田香奈選手にお越しいただきました。さっき本当一瞬でしたもんね。はい、じゃあ改めまして世界麻雀、今回で4回目ですが、今までの出場はありましたか？
ラスベガスとウィーンに行ったのと、あとなんかフランスのなんかなんだろうな、なんか大会にも行きました。
今回その時に出てた方もいらっしゃると思います。なんかこうお話とかされました？
そう、さっきフランスで仲良くなったジェレミーとちょっとお話ししました。
やっぱ交流広がるんですね。
でも英語喋られないから、でそのジェレミーさんは日本語がすごい上手で、日本語を喋ってくれるから、こっちもベラベラベラベラ全部理解してくれる喋っちゃうんですけど、やっぱ英語は喋られないから、なんか英語だともう黙っちゃいますね。もう分かんないから
聞きに徹して
みたいな、分かってないのに
リアクションでなんとかなりますね交流はね。あとは麻雀っていう共通のものがあればなんとかなるかなと、はい、
今かなさんとめっちゃいっぱいご飯っていうか、なんか軽食みたいなやつをいっぱい食べてきて、
廊下のところに一面ドリンクと食べ物がいっぱい
そうなんですよ。あるって知らなかったんですけど、さっき情報が入ってきてね。
なんかヒロさんがなんか持っててこれどこでもらったのでもちょっと今いっぱい食べてきたから
ね、今ちょっと全種類2人で食べてきて、
何が一番おすすめ
なんかね、サーモンのなんかね、あとね、野菜のバーニャカウダのなんかおしゃれなやつがいっぱいありました。ほんとちっちゃいんですけど、みんなおしゃれだね。ちっちゃいハンバーガーみたいな2種類してきたよね
こんにちは。
すいません、お邪魔してます。はいはい、
チャンネルの方で
はい、
今日やリポーターも担当していただく川上レイちゃんが来てくれました。
ありがとうございます。日本プロ麻雀連盟の川上玲です。
今回は2日目と5日目と6日目かなにレポーターを務めさせていただきます。はい、あと実況もあるのでそちらもぜひぜひご覧ください。はい、本日この会場に来ていかがですか？
めっちゃおもろ私なんか結構人見知りしちゃうからいっぱい人いてもう怖くて1回出てでちょっと友達を待ってまた再入場しました。
そうだったんですね。なんか結構でもお食事とかももう召し上がられました？
今ねちょうどかなさんと今喋ってたんですけどもう2周していっぱい食べちゃった。
いやもうね今大先輩レポーター実況大先輩のエリカワ様がいるのでいろいろ習いたいなというところなんですけど。
一人でやるの？
でも交互で、はい、アベマの方の放送で木下遥ちゃんがレポーターやって、日本プロマージャン連盟チャンネルでは私川上レイとあと内村みどりちゃんが交代でレポーターを務めさせていただきます。ちょっとここで1個宣伝してってもいいですか？はい、今日はですね、JPML 英語チャンネルの方のコメンタリーブースから英語でちょっと放送をさせていただいてまして、そちらのチャンネルにぜひ登録をしていただきたいんですよね。はい、アットマークジャパンプロマージャンでそのまま YouTube でチャンネル出てくるかと思いますので、あれろちょっとだけ、ちょっとだけ喋って頑張ってるので、よかったらジェンさんとガースさん皆さん知ってる方もいると思うんですけど、一緒に英語でも同時実況と解説も今後 WRC の期間ずっとやっていくので、そちらにも4日もお邪魔しますのでぜひぜひよろしくお願いします。すいません、ありがとうございます、この場を借りて。
びっくりしちゃいましたが、はい、じゃあお二人ともよろしくお願いします。ファイトおーThank you って言っちゃったなんということでしょう。さあ、さらにビッグな選手に来ていただきました。大変水谷さん、まさかのハンバスの水谷さんにまでありがとうございます。では皆さんに向けてちょっと自己紹介と、そしてこの大会の雰囲気どうかお話、ぜひお願いします。
はい、今回アンバサダーを務めさせていただきます元プロ卓球選手の水谷隼です。いやもうてか滝沢さんじゃないですか僕めちゃくちゃ金髪の頃からずっと見てたんですよめちゃくちゃ憧れてて、もうめちゃくちゃ僕師匠で滝沢さんのジャンプに憧れて本当にすごいファンで、今日初めて本物を見させていただいてめっちゃ興奮してます。
こちらからすると水谷さんのアンバサダーになってくださって盛り上げてくださるだけで嬉しいのに、こんなにも愛がすごいんですけれども
写真撮ってもらいました。はい、僕も写真撮ってもらいました。
お互いウィンウィンですね。
はい、しかも松本さんとは数ヶ月前にお会いしたばっかなんですよ。麻雀大会でお会いしたばっかで。3人で話してたら、3人で出てみたいな。そうなんですよ。もう本当に僕卓球の次に時間費やしてきたのが麻雀ぐらい、麻雀すごい好きで、もうずっと M リーグ見てたんで、もう本当に M リーガーの方すごい尊敬してて、本当に今日ね見渡したらそこら中にねプロの方がいて、もうめちゃくちゃ興奮してます。本当に選手たちの熱いパフォーマンス期待していきたいですね。
やっぱ半端じゃない喋りが。
いやいやもう興奮です。
私はテレビ好きですよね。
頑張ってますね。よく一生懸命頑張ってるなって褒められます、みんなに。はい。
じゃあちょっとこの後に水谷さんはお話ししてくださる
はい。そうなんですよ。一言ありますんで。
ありがとうございました。
すいません。じゃあ行ってきます。はい。ありがとうございました。すいません。
じゃあまたということで。
またということで。
ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございます。
よかったね水谷さんですね。
まだ
出てくれて。
始まるんです。まだやってるんですよね。多分。楽しんでいてくださいね。
またぜひ再開したら遊びに来てください。ありがとうございます。これまだ今やってるんです。ということで松本義弘選手、滝沢和則選手のお話、また後で聞いていきたいと思います。それでは
congratulations to everybody who made it to this worldwide tournament that's happening in Tokyo for the first time ever.
私はですね、なぜこのアンバサダーということを疑問に持つ方も多いかもしれません。実はですね、15年ほど前、私が20歳の頃にですね、麻雀を深く知ろうと思いまして、一生懸命勉強しました。
You might be wondering why a table tennis champion is the PR ambassador for a Mahjong tournament. But actually, about 15 years ago when I was 20, I learned Mahjong. I was studying Mahjong so much.
卓球のプロとしては14歳から17年間一生懸命やってたんですけども、卓球選手と同時にですね、麻雀もよくですね、ネット麻雀、オンラインゲームをですね、本当に長時間やってきました。
I started playing professional table tennis when I was 14, and I did that for 17 years, and I worked really hard at it. But I also spent a lot of time playing Mahjong online and also with other table tennis players.
卓球と麻雀は少し共通点がありまして、実は2018年にですね、M リーグが発足された時、実はですね、卓球の T リーグもですね、同じ2018年に発足しました。
Hey guys, can you listen to me because I can't hear him, so I can translate. Bring your voices down a little bit, please. So there are a lot of things that table tennis and Mahjong have in common. When M League was created in 2018, actually the T League, the table tennis league, was also created.
そして普段はですね、個人で活動する麻雀も卓球もそうですけども、この M リーグ、そして今回初めて世界麻雀のですね、団体戦が行われるということで非常に楽しみであります。
I'm really looking forward to this event, especially the team event that's happening tomorrow, the first time WRC has ever had a team event.
たくさんの方がですね、注目しているこの世界麻雀ですので、選手はもちろん緊張すると思うんですけども、最後までですね、ベストパフォーマンスをしていただきたいなというふうに思います。
There's a lot of people watching all over the world, so you might be a little bit nervous, but I hope that everybody will play their best Mahjong and that we'll have a really great event.
最後にですね、私が一番麻雀の好きなところはですね、言いたいと思うんですけども、確率を超えた奇跡が起こしてくれるのが麻雀なんじゃないかなというふうに思っています。そんなですね、奇跡をですね、ぜひ明日からの世界大会に見せてほしいなというふうに思います。
My favorite thing about Mahjong is that miracles can happen beyond just the normal statistics and efficiency. And I really hope that starting tomorrow we're going to see lots of miracles happen on these tables.
選手の皆さん頑張ってください。ありがとうございます。
Good luck, everybody!
水谷さんありがとうございました。皆様ね、かなり今おしゃべり私に夢中に
I know everybody's having a good time talking to everyone, but we really, really want you to listen to us because we're prima donnas. So can you just listen, please, a little bit?
さあ続いては内閣府公認クールジャパンプロデューサーのベンジャミン・ボアズ様にご挨拶をいただきます。
Now we're going to hear from the Cool Japan producer, appointed by the captain, Benjamin Boaz.
この間ご紹介がつかりました、内閣府公認クールジャパンプロデューサーのベンジャミン・ボアツと申します。拙い日本語で大変恐縮ですけれども、よろしくお願いいたします。Hello everyone, my name is Benjamin Boaz. I've been playing Japanese Mahjong for over 20 years, so I think that makes me something of an old fogey in the crowd. But since I'm old and all the folks back there are young and energetic, there's something I really need everyone to do. So can everyone please listen to me right now? I need everyone's help for something. 私は20年以上日本式麻雀を打たせていただいている立場で、そんな中で私一つのことを気づきました。それはせっかく素晴らしい麻雀のルール、麻雀の文化の日本なのに、日本人がなかなかこういう素晴らしい宝物を停止してしまう、気づかないことが多いかという結果をお呼びしています。それを今ここで訂正させていただきたいと思いますけれども、皆さんはちょっとチェッカーを貸していただけないでしょうか。 Okay, folks, listen up. I have an important question for everyone. You all listening to me? I want to know who in this room しいワールドリーチチャンピオンシップでぜひ日本の素晴らしいリーチマージャンを世界に発信して世界中の日本式マージャンの文化を広めたいと思いますので皆さん引き続きよろしくお願いいたします。We love Riichi! Thank you very much!
ベンジャミンさんありがとうございます。日本語も英語も使っていただきました。ありがとうございます。
Thank you, Benjamin.
それでは再び判断のお時間とさせていただきます。
We have a little bit more time for socializing before we end today, so don't get seconds or thirds, but Garth, no more beer.
We love あやってるリーチマージャンイエーイフーラブリーチマージャンフーイエイいや素敵なインタビューでしたね。
And we're back.
Hello, everyone.
Yes, hello again.
Hope you all enjoyed some of that Riichi Mahjong cheer that we just heard.
Cool Japan from Benjamin Boas. Definitely another one of those players, those foreigners who's been around for a long time.
Cool. Another feed goes again, so you're just gonna get our ugly mugs over here. We're the ugly mugs.
Right. Yes. We average out to pretty.
It averages
pretty
out
hot,
too, yeah.
actually. I do remember Benjamin just having been around for like ever, like pretty much as soon as I started playing Mahjong. I feel like he was here before. Like I remember when Chinese Mahjong was sort of trying to become the world Mahjong thing.
Right.
Is
In
it
like around
different rule?
different
Like
rules, yeah.
RC,
It's more like it's what do they call
like,
it?
Yeah, MCR.
Points,
MCR,
yes,
yeah,
yeah.
MCR. That's what it's called.
MCR.
Yeah. And that was like they were trying to make a big deal out of that in like say 2001 or 2.
Oh, okay.
And I remember him being around for that.
Oh, that long.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah,
When
he's
I was
been
3 years old.
Don't do that to us. Don't do that to us. No.
I was 3 to 3.
3 to 3.
3 to 3. Yes, 3 to 3 at the time. Yeah. But yeah, he's been around forever. One of those fixtures of Mahjong that has just stood the test of time.
Absolutely. And while we're waiting for the stream to come back, I want to see where did the original camera we had go?
I think it's right under the light here.
It's right under the light. So I want to take this moment
to do the outsideness.
Yeah, to give a sense, everyone, of where we're at.
You're boarding this camera?
Oh, there we go. Is it going back up?
Okay.
All right, we're gonna get that over instead. There we go.
All right, getting back on.
Yeah, some main feed action.
We got Aki and Hinata. I used to work with Hinata at a Mahjong parlor in Ikebukuro.
You worked at a Mahjong parlor?
I did work at a Mahjong parlor in Ikebukuro for a good 5 or 6 years.
Oh, wow.
She is just one of the most cheerful people ever to talk to. She's just fun to hang out with. And Kurosawa Saki, also somebody who has just been around forever. Like when I first started, when Jen and I first started going to the study group, we were talking about Sparta before,
Oh, yes.
she was also there. Obviously, she seems to have gotten a little bit more out of the study group than me and Jen did, but yes.
Starting those advanced courses, those advanced placements.
We did somehow have the same inputs, not quite the same outputs. She somehow maybe she input more of the input, and that's why the output is better.
選んでいただいてもうすごく光栄で、私最後一番最後に呼ばれた
人なんで、あ、もう諦めて
So
ました。
I'm trying to make sure I can understand my Japanese a little better. Did she just call herself the number one in the world? Ichiban Saigo?
Saigo probably means last.
Oh, it's the opposite.
But it could be last of lots of different things.
Oh, okay.
It can just be an order. Last. I didn't catch the entire sentence, so I'm not sure what she was talking about. She is a competitor. I wouldn't put it past her to be like, yeah, I'm the best.
Oh, I mean, but she is number one.
Well, there you go.
She is
Yes.
player 001.
Wow.
日本代表チームの第1位がここだと思ってるので、可愛いは作れる。
She has been in A1 before, right? Aki has been in A1.
絶対に勝ち上がりたいって気持ちはもうメラメラ
Was the highest that she has
はい、
been?
よろしくお願いします。
She hasn't been in A1. Okay. Has Saki made it to A1, or
Yes.
she's also okay? So she has made it to A1.
私は今回が初めての世界大会の実は
Oh, she played in final
ですよ
table
ね。なんか
against Shirapori or 2 years
いろいろ
ago.
あって
Okay.
なかなかちょっと出る機会がなかったんですけど、もう今日来たらびっくりするぐらい海外の人たちがめちゃくちゃ応援してくれてるっていうことを伝えてくれてびっくりしてます。そして
Some of the
英
champagne
語
has
喋れないどう
gotten
しようって来てくれる皆さんめちゃくちゃ日本語も上手で、だから明日の麻雀とかもちょっとこう安心したのでいけるよね。
Yes.
いけると思います。
She introduced me to some other famous people who like to play Mahjong. And then to teach, for me to teach English at the same time as we played Mahjong. And then after, I do feel like it was a little less about the Mahjong and more about after Mahjong going drinking.
Right, yeah.
It was quite a group of drinkers. That English class. Yes, it was a lot of Mountain Dew. Big fans of Mountain Dew.
Yeah, Mahjong is just the excuse to go do the other thing.
Right. Actually, speaking of Mountain Dew, have you noticed that Mountain Dew you can only get in vending machines? You never get you never see Mountain Dew in a store.
Yeah.
Why is that? I mean,
I don't know actually. It's interesting.
it's in the machines with Pepsi, and you can find Pepsi in the convenience stores.
Well,
and
because Mountain Dew is owned by
Pepsi, right?
Yeah.
But
So in America, any sort of like restaurant or like fast food place, they'll have either only Coke products or only Pepsi.
right?
So you can't have Coke and Pepsi at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
However,
Yeah, different companies.
However, for some reason, Mountain Dew is just never in a store. Even just like a supermarket, which may have Pepsi and Coke, they just don't have Mountain Dew in stores.
Huh, interesting.
Only in vending machines. And there's one right around the corner from our booth, so I see a lot of Mountain Dew in my future this week. I think that's going to be, well, actual Mountain Dew. I mean, yeah. Not that it hasn't been Mountain Dew the whole time we've been making that comment.
One of the fun things about coming here from Japan for the first time is to seeing the differences between how like the Japanese like McDonald's or Coca-Cola products are compared to America. Very different.
Would you say better?
Yes.
Or, yeah.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
I am
I was
not
gonna
ashamed
say,
to
yeah.
admit that the Japanese McDonald's are far better than the American McDonald's.
I think, the longer you're in Japan, the more you just realize there's a different attitude towards food here
Yes.
from what it is in America. In America, it's just like more is better. In Japan,
More or
it's-
cheaper.
Yeah.
cheaper?
It's probably not. I would say the price is probably not too different, but it's just better.
Oh no.
It's been weird lately because in America, a lot of the fast food places got more expensive over during after the pandemic, and so going to like a McDonald's or a Taco Bell isn't that much cheaper than going to a like more middle of the line place.
Interesting.
Yeah, it has been interesting.
Wow. I have to admit, like when we went back just after the pandemic, and we were driving by In-N-Out. In-N-Out
Ooh,
Burger.
In-N-Out.
You ever heard of In-N-Out Burger? Kind of a famous burger chain in America. It started in the West Coast, mostly in California. And it was like $27 an hour to work
That's
In-N-Out in San Francisco. Like, are you
very good.
Are you joking me?
Yes.
$27 an hour to work at In-N-Out. And probably, anybody working there is probably like, oh, I can't live on that. So, because it's San Francisco.
Yeah, San Francisco. Possibly very large.
Speaking of M League players, we got Suzuki Toro and Ruotani and oh, that's wow, okay. And okay, he is tall. Toro is not really a small person either. That guy is bigger than he is. The tallest player in M League. I worked with. I worked with Toro at that same parlor that I worked at with Hinata too. He often played there. I know. Yeah. See, Mountain Dew is very popular tonight.
Oh, there's lots of it out there.
Really gonna have to restock those machines. Yeah, I think even in America,
it's well known. It's not
a bit of a resurgence.
So it's well known. It's not particularly popular, but it's very well known.
Such a new the new breakout is Taco Bell and an exclusive
flavor of Mountain Dew called Baja Blast. It's a very good flavor, but for the longest time, you were only allowed to get it in the Taco Bells themselves. Recently, they started selling it in stores. So you can go to like a 7-Eleven and get a Baja Blast, and it actually tastes very good.
Wow. Something to look forward to in America.
Oh yeah. Out of all the Mountain Dew flavors, that's the one I recommend the most.
Wow. All right, have to look for it.
Redrafted. Want to be drafted. Yeah.
I am also a big fan of Ruotani, but actually I have to say, she's a strong Mahjong player too. But I love her commentary. I mean, just like when she is commentating and I listen to her commentary, I feel like I instantly understand Mahjong a little bit better every time. She just explains it so well.
He said, I'm strong. Okay, I'm strong.
I love the confidence.
There he is. He's a looker.
Very animated.
My name is Yu Suzuki. Hey.
He's pretty young too, probably.
Hey.
He's old? 38. Wow. Aging gracefully. Along with Owie.
It's not that old, right?
Who? Owie?
38. That's not that old, right?
Well, I guess, yeah. Yes, in her mid-20s. Yes, throwing a little shade at the...
43.
43?
43?
Pretty
Does
good.
not look a day over 30.
And the drums are back. Drum show back on. Good voice.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell if she was really talking or if she was just moving her lips while letting the drums do the talking.
I think the drums are actually being picked up on our mic. They're that loud. And we're in like a soundproof booth as well.
Yeah, I think I mentioned that. Did I mention that earlier when I called Jen to get the password for the computer?
Yeah.
I couldn't hear her at all over the drums. All right, this is going to probably close out the show. So let's enjoy the end of the show. It looks like this is the moment that the rest of the crowd actually does stop talking, because really you can't.
I know.
Can't talk over the drums.
Can't hear
The poor
voice.
speakers like Mizutani, people didn't seem to be paying that much attention to him as he was telling his story of how he first started playing Mahjong. But can't talk over the drums. That's the advantage of being a drummer. Is he trying to break the drum?
Trying to break the drum or the microphone.
Looks like, I mean, the one guy looks like he can't really, he's like trying as hard as possible not to break the drum. Oh, now he's going to break it. All right. Ah, so that one on the left, that's at least in our little group that does the Matsuri in Nakameguro. That's the same size as Shime Daiko that we use there. So we have one. We have
small one?
Yeah. We have we have like maybe 4 or 5 Shime Daiko people, and then 3 of us on the old Daiko. Old Daiko for us because we have the big stomach to rest on. It's a bit nice. Oh man, looks like fun. Did you guys ever play an instrument? Violin, piano, guitar? Really? Guitar and
Yes,
singing.
singing.
Have you ever written any of your own music?
Like Japanese rock.
Japanese rock? Oh, so you playing on people's music? Very nice, very nice.
I did a little bit of piano in like elementary school and middle school, but I have not touched it in many years. How about yourself? Besides taiko.
Daiko, yes.
Yeah.
When I did start playing violin when I was 4.
Oh.
And then started playing viola because I was a pretty mediocre violinist, but you switch to viola and there's suddenly no competition. I was a great violist.
Big fish in the small pond.
Right? My sister, who's a professional cellist, she always told the joke that violists are failed violinists and conductors are failed violists.
Yes.
So the projection, the progression is to fail at violin, go to viola, fail at viola, you become the conductor. At least that's what my sister said. As a cellist, she's looking down on the violin and viola. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, the drums are so loud, we actually are picking them up on the mic. So I don't know how this sounds to the rest of you watching the stream.
It does almost sound like there's a little for static.
Yeah.
feel the vibrations.
英語チャンネルならタイ語聞けますって書いてくれてる人がいる。なので。
Oh, okay. She's like somebody else had come, but yes, really let people know.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
For,
the taiko sound.
Ha!
and honestly, what a great sounding performance that was.
A great show from the taiko performers.
Good luck to them all.
Very nice. Yes.
Closing?
Did you get to talk to many of the players? Like
Yes, I did get to. Let's see. I met a player from the Netherlands. I met a player from France. Caught up with some of the local United States players, and I also had to get some food as well. I've not eaten since breakfast.
Yes, I tried get some food and Mountain Dew too, but I can't.
You were interrupted by people talking. I ran into the Chilean representatives, and we had to talk for a while. It was fun to find out. Like, so they're 3 years ago they had 9 players representing all of South America.
Wow.
This year they're up to 13. And so and they were talking about how they've grown their local Mahjong community for up to I think around whatever their big city is in Chile, which would be Santiago.
I'm American. I don't know any other geography
I
outside of America.
I know this. And, that's embarrassing. But I think it was Santiago. But they said they've grown their group up to like 50 players, and they're
That's
hoping to just
wonderful.
keep promoting it. They're translating the rules into Spanish so everybody can read the rules. It's just it feels so good to see the excitement of people finding this game that we found a while ago, and it's like, oh look, see, people still keep loving the game.
Oh yeah, that's one of the reasons why I jumped in on the game, because all I see is just so much room for growth, especially outside of Japan. There's so much interest in it, and it can only go up from here.
That's good news for me.
Yes, the next generation.
The next generation.
The generation that's pretty much finished, but yeah.
No.
No, you're never quite done with this game.
That's true. Yeah,
like I was mentioning before, I want to be playing this game until I'm 80.
It is a journey, and the journey just continues and continues and continues. That's another thing that I think about when I used to get to go to the study groups a lot more. Even the best players there, like Sensei, like Kojima Sensei was there. Taki, Sasaki, Maihara, all of those players, Setukuma, all of those players, as even as they're teaching us, you can still see that they're still learning the game. Like they are still always expanding their game too. They never get to a point where like, well, I'm good enough.
I've learned everything. You can't learn everything in this game. There's
That's
always so much
right.
more. That's why I love it so much.
Always ready to keep learning. So yeah, that's our goal. To keep expanding our own games. I think that about wraps it up, right?
I believe so.
All right, that about does it for the 2025 World Reach Championship in opening ceremony. What did you think?
So I'm glad to be here, and I could talk with many famous players, and this kind of opportunity doesn't come every year, so I'm so happy.
Yeah, especially this one, only every 3 years. So yeah, it's a good one. How about you? Did you get to talk to anybody?
Oh yeah, I got to talk to a lot of players. I'm just so excited to be here. Everything that we've been working towards in America, and just like has been for this moment, and I can't wait to see how it all plays out.
Yeah, I know. It's hasn't even started yet, right? It's from now, from tomorrow morning. All right.
You can definitely feel the energy and excitement, not even just when we're mingling amongst the players, but even up here in the broadcasting booth, we can feel the energy from there.
There is a lot of people are. You can see some people are just so excited to get to play against also against some of the greatest players in the game. So yes, it's been a memorable night. This concludes our coverage for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. With Jen to report and provide live commentary on the teams event. Tomorrow is the teams event, right?
That's right. And if you're interested about what players are on which teams, you can go to the WRC2025.com website. I believe that it is. That's the website to check out the teams and root for your favorite players. We will have these available on stream, and I'm excited to watch those as well.
Good info. All right. Anything else to add?
I think we can call it there.
So I
Or
will
no?
report in Japanese channel tomorrow.
Tomorrow you're on the Japanese
Tomorrow
channel.
you're on Japanese.
Okay. We will try to get on without you, but we'll be thrilled to have you back. We'll be thrilled to have you back on I think you're coming back on Wednesday or the 4th.
Yes.
Thursday. Okay. 4th of July.
Yes, it is.
Coming to celebrate with us. All right.
We'll be sure to toast some Mountain Dew with you.
Yes. Right. 4th of July Mountain Dew. All right. Thanks for joining us. See you tomorrow.
All right. You all have a wonderful time, and see you next time. Oh, one second.
Thank you.